Hey, Facebook world and Instagram world. If you've been following our travel adventures over the last week and a half, you know why my hair may look crazy like this. Um, hey, Katie, good to see you. Um, and yeah, our travel schedule over the last week and a half, we've traveled through three time zones and have traveled at a pretty fast pace and long travel days. Hey, Carissa, and so this is travel day. This is travel day here. This We're finally parked just outside of Austin, Texas. So I'm in Central Time Zone now. So Carissa, hey, I know it's still no, it's not morning for you anymore, but hey, I know you're 2 hours behind me. But we get asked a lot about how we stay healthy, especially during the winter season, how I stay healthy and how we keep our family healthy, especially even while we're traveling full time. I know that's um, always a whole different ball game when you're traveling full time and you're not um, near, your favorite stores, your favorite doctors, your favorite healthcare professionals, and things like that. So I just wanted to try to help as many people as I can with this question that we get a lot, and because I know that it'll benefit more than just me, or just the few people that I get asked this question by several times. So kind of five different ways that we typically hey Kristen, hey Janice, good to see you. um, all of my Pacific Coast friends over here saying hello. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Gina. Um, and so, we get asked this question a lot. So I would say the first thing that we do to stay healthy, because I know many of you are also seeking to stay healthy. And so I'm curious, as I'm sharing these with you, let me know if this is something that you use as well to stay healthy. But the first thing we use is prayer. And I don't know, some of you, that may seem kind of like weird to utilize that as a tool in your toolbox to stay healthy, but we do. We seek God. I mean, if God is, we believe that God is our creator, then we also believe that we can go to him and helping him ask him for our mental and our emotional and our physical well-being. And so that's something that we do pretty regularly every day. Lots of times during the day, asking God for his wisdom and helping us with our health. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Carissa. And I'm curious if you use that in your toolbox, because that's the first and our main go-to for staying healthy, and year-round, but also during this winter season when it kind of seems to be more on people's minds right now, staying healthy, because this is when our immune systems are more vulnerable. And so, hey, Bethany. And so the second thing that we do, oh, and actually I love an app specifically that helps me in my prayer life for staying healthy is, oh, I'm on my phone. I can't show it to you on my phone because I'm on my phone. It's an app called Prayer Mate. Actually, yeah, it's called Prayer Mate. It's a free app, which I love free. And it actually supports some people in Great Britain who have developed this app, and it really helps kind of prioritize and organize your prayer life, and helps you with reminders and things like that. And if you've ever told somebody you're going to pray for them about something, and then you forget, this app helps you not do that. So that's not really about staying healthy, but it's a way to help you stay on target with praying for people as well. Hey, Chris. And so the second way that tool, I guess, that we use to try to stay healthy all year round, but especially during the winter season and especially when we're traveling full time, is we try to stay active, keeping our bodies moving. And sometimes that can be challenging, especially, I would say, like over the last 3 days for us, we have been sitting a lot, sitting in the car. We're trying to stop frequently and get stretching and things like that. And I know for most of you, if you're not full-time traveling, that's not the case for you, but it can be challenging we have to intentionally seek out times that we can every day get out, get our bodies moving, stay active, because the more that our bodies move, we have a tendency to, many people are going to offices or cubicles or, less and less recess times for kids at school and things like that. And so that's really the second way, hey, Robalyn, that we kind of a tool that we use to try to stay healthy during the winter season. Since we get asked a lot about this, I like to share it on this medium so that you guys so that more people than just the few that always ask me these questions that get that information. So I'm curious if you use, like keeping moving, keeping your body moving, keeping an active lifestyle. And it doesn't necessarily mean hitting the gym hard every day or anything like that. It just means keeping your body and active and moving, keeping an active lifestyle. We try to get out, and we try to get out hiking, walking, exploring. And then on those travel days when it's harder, we're trying to stop more frequently and get out and walk around and explore at different places. So, hey, Josie. Okay, so that's the second thing we do. And I'm curious, comment below if that's something that you guys use too to try to stay healthy. And what do you do on those days when it's harder, especially if you live in places maybe where you get snowed in, or as we travel more frequently, we run into all kinds of people that are in places where they're getting snowed in. So how do you try to stay active and healthy during that time? So the third thing that we do is try to address our stress levels, and we do that with multiple ways. But I have an app that I use. In addition to the prayer, which is the first tool that we use. But one of the things that we do is we utilize an app called Headspace. I'm curious if any of you have heard of it or if you've used it before. I love it. I love it because it has tools in it for adults as well as kids, but it's a really great way to, anytime you're in that stressful moment, especially if you've taken time to pray through that moment, or you just need to get through that moment. Maybe it's a frazzled time, or a time where you're having those anxious feelings well up and things like that. I love that app because it helps you just take a moment to just take some deep breaths, which not only does that help lower your blood pressure, but it helps you just kind of reflect on the situation and calm down. They have a thing on that app that also is utilized for kids ages 3 to 5, ages 6 to 8, ages 9 to 12. They have different little, honestly, little meditation times where you can, it'll help kids with calming down, helping them fall to sleep. I utilize it a lot at night to help calm the mind, getting ready to go to sleep and things like that. Yes, Danny, you said you love Headspace, and the accent is awesome too. Yes, I love that you brought that up, because that Headspace app, the guy who speaks on it, his name is Andy, and he has I think it's British. Yes, is that right, Danny? And our boys love Andy. We'll say, in fact, instead of saying, do you want to turn on a Headspace, we'll say, do you want to listen to an Andy? And they love Andy. They love Andy's voice. So I love that. And that one is a free app, although it does have some paid features as well. So, and then the fourth thing that we do is we try to eat clean, whole foods, and eating from home, since we know what is in it about 80% of the time. And that also becomes difficult when you're traveling full time. It takes a lot of planning ahead, and sometimes we don't do all the best job. But about 80% of the time, we try to really focus on making sure that we're getting foods and liquids in our body that are nourishing to it. I explained to my boys that everything we put in or on our bodies is either going to make it stronger or it's going to make it weaker. And that really resonates with my boys because they don't ever want to be weaker. They always want to be the strongest. and so we try to be very intentional about what we're putting in and on our bodies, seeking out local foods, organic foods, things that we make from home, because when we make things from home, we know what's in the ingredients. And so that's probably the fourth thing that we do. Hey, Wally. Hey, Shelby. Good to see you guys on here. Hey, if you're just joining, you may want to go back to the beginning because we're talking through, and I'm curious how many of these tools that you guys use to try to stay healthy, because we get this question asked to us a lot about what do we do and what does our family do to try to stay healthy, especially during the winter season, but really all year round. And honestly, we have not, one of the reasons we get asked this a lot is because we haven't had to go to the doctor's office in probably almost 6 years. And our boys are 9, 6, and 6 now. And we haven't been to the doctor for an illness since our twins were about 4 or 5 months old. So, and it's not that we haven't had a need at times for some support, but we've been able to take care of those things in more of a proactive way instead of constantly tackling things in a reaction, like an ambulance kind of approach. And so, so the first thing we do, the first tool we use is prayer. And maybe that might seem weird to some of you, but that is our first go-to every day, all day, for asking God, our creator, to keep us healthy. And the second thing we do is just keeping an active lifestyle, which can be challenging at times, especially with us traveling full time. The third thing we do is try to help with reducing our stress, and our Headspace app is just one of the tools that we use for that. And the fourth thing is just trying to eat clean and whole foods about 80% of the time. And then the fifth thing we do is we use doTERRA. For almost 6 years now, 5.5 years, we've been using doTERRA in our home. And this week, they actually have a winter wellness package of different oils and products that are 15% off. Now, from my understanding, I don't think they've ever done anything like this before where they've offered things for 15% off. And this is not a sales pitch. This is me coming to you because I know there's many of you out there who are trying to find ways that you can stay healthier during this winter season. And I want to make sure you know about these things because we use these all the time. And this is what I believe that fully that this is one of our tools in our toolbox that keeps us from having to go to the doctor's office, that has kept us out of the doctor's office for almost 6 years. It's because we take that proactive approach. And so, so I'm just going to show you this fifth thing, doTERRA, that we use. I'm going to show you about 10 items that they have right now that are 15% off. And those of you who follow us over on our business page, you've heard me talk a lot about Copaiba or Copaiba. This is actually an oil that's sourced in Brazil, and these are in a soft gel form. These are actually something that we take daily. Jim and I take daily. It's in the little soft gel like this. And we've talked about this a lot on our business page, especially because this particular oil has gotten a lot of buzz in the medical community, in the healthcare community, because of its impact on so many different body systems. It's really a one way to really take a proactive approach in staying healthy. If you want to see more about kind of the buzz around this and why this is actually legal in all 50 states and more affordable in all 50 states, and what that's all about, just put a comment in there about copaiba, and I'll share with you some of the information we have about this. But this is what we take daily. It's just part of a daily health regimen. And I think this one, if I remember correctly, this is normally $32, and this week only through the 22nd, it is available for $27. And it comes with 60 soft gels. So if you're taking 1 to 2 a day, if you're taking 1 a day, it'll last you 60 days. Or if you're taking 2 a day, it's a month supply. So a lot of benefits with pain and inflammation, as well as support for the brain and the body, which that's another reason why we're taking it daily. So Danny, you just said you added that to your daily ones that you take also. Yeah. I actually started taking these at night. And you just ordered them today because they're on sale too. I know. I actually just ordered these last week, and I'm like, I could have gotten them on sale. So anyway, so that's this one. And the next one is turmeric. And I will tell you, this does not smell the greatest. Honestly, it smells like a campfire, but not a good campfire, if you know what I mean. I don't know. But that's not why we use this. We use this daily. I actually take this in a capsule every day. If you've done any research at all on turmeric, I'm curious, have any of you done any research before on turmeric? I encourage you to do that. In fact, I encourage you to go and Google the word turmerones, okay? And see what comes up about turmerones. Yes, turmerones, turmerones, because any of the research that you look up about turmeric, now the powder form is very beneficial to the body. In fact, doTERRA has it in several supplements. So it's very beneficial to the body, but once you have it in an essential oil form, it's actually even more bioavailable to the body, which means it absorbs much easier in the body. And so, Danny, well, I don't know, I've never tasted it. Oh, actually, I have. I say that I have. You do it in your coffee, Carissa. I actually do it in either in a capsule. Well, my husband does it in a capsule. I do it in some hot water. But no, it doesn't really taste gross. It just kind of tastes a little spiciness if you've ever had turmeric in dishes and things like that. But it is it's highly anti-inflammatory, and it's also amazing antioxidant support for your body. So in fact, if you guys are friends with me on Facebook, those of you who are on Facebook, you friends with me on here, I just posted, I think yesterday or the day before, some newest research that talks about turmeric essential oil by Dr. A.J. Goal, I think is his last name. He's with Baylor College of Medicine in Dallas. And he is a professor of epigenomics and oncology there, and he has been seeing positive things with regards to turmerones. So Google that, and you can see more information about why you would want to be taking this daily as well. Okay, what's another one that we take? Oh, and this one is $28, and this week it's on sale for $23.80, I think it is. And these prices I'm sharing with you are these are wholesale members prices. So I'm assuming that actually most of you that I'm watching are already have a membership. So that's what those prices are. If you don't have a membership, you can, I'm here. I'm here for you. If you aren't already working with a wellness advocate, you can reach out to me and I can help you figure out what might be best for you. Okay, so oregano is also on sale this week, 15% off. And we use this. This one we don't actually use on a daily basis like the other two. But this one is what you want to have on hand when like the zombie apocalypse hits. Okay, this is nature's antibiotic, and it is a very hot and spicy oil. So we like to do it, take it in an empty vegetable capsule, or I'll give it to the boys in like a little roller bottle like this that has the oil in here pre-diluted, and they can apply it to their body. Because when you apply an oil topically, you also can benefit your body. Which when I learned that, I realized how many other things am I putting on my body that's either benefiting it or not benefiting it. It really makes you start thinking about what are you absorbing in your skin. Maybe it doesn't make you think of that, but it does make me think about that. So this one is very powerful antioxidant support, kill all the things. Okay. This is for when maybe your immune system does need some more support. Maybe you've been doing some things proactively, but maybe you haven't been getting enough rest, or maybe you have been overstressed, and then your immune system goes down and you need some more support. So this is your go-to for that. Okay, the other thing is these beauties right here. On Guard Plus soft gels. Now, many of you probably have already heard of On Guard before. My friend Lindsay likes to say it's what made doTERRA famous. But On Guard is a blend, a protective blend of essential oils that helps do just that, helps protect the body, protect the immune system. And these are little soft gels that, these are little soft gels you can see right here that have the On Guard protective blend, but they also contain the oregano, which I mentioned before. So it's like a 1-2 punch with the oregano, and it has a couple of other essential oils in there that are very powerful for helping your immune system stay strong. So especially when we take these, Jim and I both took these after we had oral surgery. We did not have to have anything prescribed following those surgeries. So this was one of the things that we took for 10 days. We took this 2 or 3 times a day, both after the oral surgeries. So it's anytime you really need to kind of like really build up that immune system. Hey, Julie. You can't live without your On Guard soft gels. I know. These are ones I don't ever want to run out. In fact, these are about half full, and I'll probably replace these this week since they're on sale. These are, they're normally $24.50, and they're on sale for $20 just this week. Now, if you have little ones, you can even, these are soft gels, so you can actually poke a hole in these, which I've done, and I actually will make a little roller bottle for them so that they can apply them topically, especially for littles like who can't swallow a capsule yet or anything like that. You can do it like that, and you can support their bodies the same way that you would adults. So so anytime anyone in our family is maybe exposed to something, we will immediately start taking these once or twice a day to just help our bodies fight anything that's going on really well. So yes, I love having those on hand. Okay, and these are all we use. Okay, 2 other things that I like to keep these in my purse, or both of these are on sale this month. This is, speaking of On Guard, these are the protective blend in a throat drop form, and I'll show you what these look like. We just ran out of these in our house, and so I just replenished these. And then these, another oil that made doTERRA famous is called Breathe. It's also a blend. It's a respiratory blend of essential oils. And again, these are both in a throat drop form. And so I love to keep these in my purse by my little office area. I have to keep these away from the boys because they would eat them all day long like candy. But honestly, if they're going to choose this as candy, then I would rather them having this. Hey, Shelly. And so so this one is the On Guard, the protective blend. It has the oils in it. And think of it as like a throat lozenge. Anytime there's like the scratchy throat, and And to me, I personally like the fact that it's made with organic cane sugar. And so it's not like fructose corn syrup or anything like those little throat drops. And these are really effective. So anytime you've got a little scratchy throat, just really soothes the throat. And then this one is the Breathe, the respiratory drops. And these are really great anytime you need to kind of open up your airways. You can just pop that in, and anytime you're kind of like stuffiness during the winter season, feeling like something's kind of clunking up in there a little bit, I love utilizing these as well. You actually use them as your mints. You're addicted to them. Yes, yes. Medium chain triglycerides. I think I missed out on a conversation. Okay. Oh, and those are the Breathe drops are normally $14.50, and they're on sale for $12.32. And the On Guard throat drops the same price. They're both normally $14.50, and they're on sale for $12.32. These actually make great gifts to put in stocking stuffers, and you can set them out in, like, if you have a dental office. Well, maybe not a dental office, because dental offices don't like to have any like sugar. They need to have some. The only thing they could do better with these is make these with some stevia or some xylitol. But these are great to have out at the office and things like that too. And then there's the last two things. Actually, there's three more things. Speaking of the Breathe Vapor Stick. This is actually a blend of essential oils that is in a vapor stick form. This is fantastic for any time. Actually, I think this one's all the way used up, so I can't show it to you, but you normally just twist it up and it comes up together like a little stick. This is something my husband uses every night to help with the snore be gone. Yes? Yes, he puts a little bit on the bridge of his nose, maybe on his chest. I love to do this. You can do this with little ones on their feet, little babies. Put it on their feet if they're a little stuffy. But I love these, and these are actually also really great stocking stuffers because they're normally $8.50, and I think they are. I think this one, I think it's $8.50, and it's now $7. And they're also really handy to like stick in a purse, a backpack, things like that. And then the On Guard, speaking of the On Guard Protective Blend, so in the throat drops and also in the On Guard soft gels, this is a hand sanitizing spray with those oils. Now, the oils that are in this are clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, rosemary, wild orange. When combined, they have a synergistic effect of being very powerful, supporting your immune system. And so this is also one that we use all the time. In fact, this one's empty. Can you hear it? Hey, Artie. This one we spray on grocery carts. We spray on hands before we tell the boys it's called gloving up. We spray it on hands before we go into germy areas like church nurseries, preschools, spray on public toilet seats. It's very good at, and it's not drying to the hands at all. In fact, it does not have the alcohol in it that will strip your hands and make them more susceptible to germs and things. It's very protecting. So I have this in my purse, backpack, everything. And these are normally, where's that one? This one is normally $6.50 and it's $5.50. Again, I'm going to be getting these this week myself, stocking up on these. And then the last two items are, speaking of On Guard, it is a spicier blend. And so if you want something that's already pre-ready, if you have little ones that you're concerned about maybe the spiciness or the hotness of the On Guard blend, this is what we use. It's stronger. It is a protective blend specifically designed to use with kids. It's a pre-diluted roller bottle that you can actually apply topically to kids. In fact, I've taught my boys how to use these themselves. And there's nothing like being able to empower your kids to feel like they can take control over their health. So, hey, I see some of you are joining just now. If you're just joining, you may want to go back to the beginning because I want to hear about what are the ways that you stay healthy during this season. I've been talking through all the different ways that we stay healthy because we get asked this question a lot, especially since we're full-time traveling. We get asked how we stay healthy during the year, and especially during the winter season when our immune systems are kind of more vulnerable. And we've been able to stay away from the doctor's office for almost 6 years. And I feel like that's saying a lot when you have a 9-year-old and 2 6-year-olds, because we're taking a proactive approach to our health instead of just a reactive approach. And so this is one of the ones that we haven't actually been using this one a lot in my family yet, but we're going to start this one daily with our boys, especially as we enter into this winter season. This is something that your kids can put on the bottoms of their feet, which that may sound a little strange, but actually your feet are a great place to absorb into your body, into your bloodstream. And so they can put this on their body. They can, and what is in this one? This has cedar wood, frankincense oil, and litsea oil, and rose, which are all very powerful immune support. And so this is actually, you know how you like brush your teeth every day, twice a day, or at least I hope you do, to take a proactive approach in taking care of your oral health. This is the same kind of thing. This is a way to take a proactive approach into your health. And so this is something that our boys are going to be starting daily, just like brushing their teeth. Great to put on the kids as they're walking out the door to school and as they come home. And this one is normally $14 and it's on sale this week for $12. So all of these are 15% off this week that doTERRA is offering. And then the last thing that they're offering that's 15% off is this pack. And this guy, you guys, this is actually doTERRA's #1 selling item. And it may be surprising to you that it's actually not essential oils. It was to me. They have essential oils in them, but these are actually a way to provide over 22 essential vitamins, minerals to support normal growth, normal function, normal cells. Okay, so we all know what it's like when our cells are not functioning normally. We don't want that. And this is so a way to help keep your body's cells functioning normally. They're what my friend Noelle likes to call, Dr. Noelle Boyd, if you're watching, hello. She likes to call these bioavailable. And basically that just means that they're functioning in your body like whole foods. So it'd be like if you ate a really nice, healthy salad. It's like putting that into your body all the time. Now, you can't use that as an excuse to not eat any salads, right? But, so it's 3 different packs of vitamins. And if you're curious about vitamins or capsules and taking those, swallowing those, I can show you some easy hacks of how to do that where you don't have to swallow the capsules. If that's you, just let me know and I'll help you. But I don't think ever in the 6 years that we've been using doTERRA, they've ever had these 15% off. And these, I feel like, are the biggest, actually the biggest way out of all of these that we stay healthy during the winter season and while we're traveling full time. Obviously, the first way is through prayer. The second way is through living kind of a more active lifestyle, moving, keeping our bodies moving. The third way is us trying to reduce our stress, and we use the Headspace app, among other things. The fourth way is eating clean, healthy foods about 80% of the time. And the fifth way is through doTERRA. This is a way that we have kept our bodies healthy and out of the doctor's office for the past 6 years. And so If you, for some reason, don't have a doTERRA membership and you are seeking out ways to stay healthy, reach out to me. I'm happy to help you. Just find out your specific needs, what your concerns are. Oh, and I almost forgot. If you happen to get all of this in a bundle, doTERRA has right now, just for this month only, has frankincense available for free, which this is actually a $90 retail order. I mean, retail bottle. Yes, Jerry, the LOV, the Lifelong Vitality supplements, game changer for our health too. And Jim, he says these have been more beneficial to him than any of the oils. So, hey, Stephanie. So yeah, if you're just joining, make sure you go back to the beginning because I want to hear what you guys, how you're staying healthy during the winter season, since we get asked this a lot. So reach out to me and I'd be happy to help. And I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas. Bye, everybody.